Hey, this is Hans, and it's time for yet another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we've got one from China, and the company is Haichijia. This is a buckwheat chili oil noodle, and the sides of the bowl feature Bobby Yip. I really don't know much about him, but he's on all their packages, and he's like, hey. So there you go. This one takes a few minutes. Here's what it looks like. Oh, it comes with an included fork. For those who like to be on the go with their forks, that's what you get. And those who are keen on dropping little bits of noodle all over the floor, that's why they package things this way. Hey. And I'm just going to dump it in here and then dump it in there. So easy to make a large mess these days. I'm going to do my best not to. But yeah, this is a buckwheat noodle. Wow, this is really weird. So check that out. Very weird. And this one steeps. So now we gotta chill. And we will chill. And there's big news today. Holy cow, there's big news. So the big news of this day, March 22nd, 2024, is that, what's her name? Kate, the Princess of Wales? She's got cancer, so, you know. And any thoughts about any other world events going on, you might as well give up about hearing about them for the next so often. Huh? I don't know. I'm not a royal chaser or anything. I really don't know anything about the royals. My mom and sister were always like really hip on that stuff. You know, because it's like you can really identify with people with millions and millions of dollars and being royalty. I actually can't. I don't know anybody that, you know. But it is Friday. Fridays are good. I'm just sore, man. It's like, God, I can barely walk around right now. It's a shame. I like to walk around a lot, and that's probably why I'm sore. I don't know. I must have done something. But it is the cusp of the weekend. It's raining. And it looks like there's a good chance we might go down to the University of Washington on Sunday. And they've got this big area full of cherry blossoms. All these trees are in bloom. There's a bunch downtown that are in bloom right now too, but it's the place to go, which might actually mean it's not the place to go because it's going to be full of pukers that are just like, so. When I was growing up, I lived in northern Washington State in what was known as the Skagit Valley, and we had this thing called the Tulip Festival, and I had a lot of friends that lived out in kind of the more rural area in the valley, and there were big tulip fields too, which seems kind of weird, but yeah, tulips. And people really got sick of all the tourists out there to look at the beautiful flowers, oh, blah, blah, blah. And people get sick of it. In fact, there was a what was it? The tulip tourists were called pukers, and there was a concert that a bunch of local bands did, and it was called Nuke the Tulips. So you can kind of tell by that people were just like, I remember we were trying to go up and visit my sister up in Anacortes one year, and we didn't even think, I mean, we were like going and seeing tulip fields was like the last thing on our mind. So me and my wife and kids go up that way and then realize, oh, that's right, there's tourism and there's tulips, and we got like, God, we got like maybe like 10 miles outside of Mount Vernon, and it just went to a dead stop. It's like, oh crap. And we literally, I think it took us like about an hour to get like 5-10 miles further, and we just had to turn around and go back. It was just pointless. Absolutely pointless. I don't know. When you get traffic that bad, it's like, what's the point in even trying? I don't know. Tulips. Tulips. I wonder how this stuff's gonna be. I mean, it looks very thick. It'll either be good or it'll be bad, but we will see. But it's a broad noodle, kind of like a pyongyang. And you cook it, or you steep it, you drain it, and you put all the swizzle in there and stir it up, and then you're good. The next one I'm going to do is going to be one from Japan. One of those ones that comes out of the Nakama Noodles box. Go to Miau, M-I-A-U, boxjapan.com, and use the coupon code The Ramen Raider for a discount. I'm really thrilled on those boxes. Honestly, it's a great deal, and I'm really stoked. There's a guy who goes by, well, his first name is Cloud, and I mentioned that the boxes I was doing Zen Pop boxes, and I did those with them since, wasn't it like July of 2018? And that was before there was even a instant noodle, or definitely before instant noodle recipe time, and definitely before unboxing time with the Ramen Raider, I think. Might not be before unboxing time, but definitely before instant noodle recipe time. And anyways, yeah, it was a long time doing those boxes, and then all of a sudden one day I found out they're done. They're done. So, like, crud, no more Japanese noodles. And then Nakama noodles. And honestly, I think these boxes and the way they do things is honestly way better than the way Zen Pop did. But, you know, not to say that I did not appreciate and have fun reviewing Zen Pop stuff. But, yeah. I've got some gripes about how they did things, but what's the point? I mean, it's over. And they were generally very nice people, so. Alright. Maybe I'll go over those gripes one of these days, but I don't think so. Alright, so look at those. Kind of a weird brownish noodle. Seedlings. And then we got our large amount of liquid sachets. We've got 3 of them. It might not seem like a large amount, but honestly, there's a lot of liquid here. Here, we'll do this one first. I think this will do easier. I'm letting the other one kind of chill out on the old stove top, in hopes that it will get some warmth and it'll come out easier. You may have noticed I've been doing the whole thing where I dip the sachet into liquid, like the broth. Well, this one doesn't have broth, so that's kind of not going to work in this instance. I really like to get every little tiny bit out of a sachet if possible. I have a feeling of the varieties of these broad noodles that Haichijia does, this is going to be the one I'm not really not into. And I have a feeling the only reason for that will be the noodle itself. But we'll see. You never know. This may end up being my favorite. Yeah, a little bit of warmth. That kind of loosened things up. Alright. Oh, God, man. Freaking falling apart over here. I am sore. Slimy affair in a pot. It's funny, this one compared to the next one are going to just be apples and oranges. Oh, the scent I'm getting off of this almost makes me think I should have rinsed this with cold water. I didn't see anything about cold water. I'm going to look real quick, though. It's too late for that, but... No, I don't see anything there. And since it's a bowl, generally something you rinse with cold water doesn't show up that way, but you never know. Alright. It does have that kind of almost bibimbap kind of smell, that tanginess. Here's what we got. I think it'd be better cold. It's not bad at all. I'm getting a little slight notes. I mean, I'm getting the Szechuan pepper. There's sesame notes in there that remind me of the first one of these, which was a sesame paste noodle, and that was absolutely spectacular. I would say that was, and generally sesame paste flavor isn't my favorite of them all. But that one was good. This one's good too. But I'll say the sesame paste one was my favorite. Look at that. Slather. And we're gonna add some pork. It's like I got all this barbecue pork so we could have fried rice last night, and I still have a ton of it, so. I'll go with this. And I've got eggs, and I need to use these up before it's Friday, so. I made them yesterday. I was going to use one yesterday, and then I changed my mind. So I made 3. So I'm using them today. Come hell or high water, I'm using my dang eggs. And I'm using some of my dang mung bean sprouts. I know. Probably like, what? Why are you... I know, but I don't want to... I want to... Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just doing what I'm doing. You see? No? Now I'm like blabbering. I think we're going to leave it at that. This one's good. This one's definitely, I would use the word good to describe it. So there we go. Good. All right, well, that's it for that one. The next one you're going to see did come out of a Nakama box. Go to meowboxjapan.com and all that, and yes. And this is a Myojo variety. This is their Charomera Miso Ramen Noodle. And that's what you're going to see on the next episode of It's Noodle Recipe Time. This has been Hans the Ramen Ranger wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one and bye.